looking like they in the same clothes, new skin, script, the BBLs in your waist, though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste those. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the wheel. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, achiever, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just deal. If you feel away, get up on my eye, yeah. But am I gonna do with 7 bedrooms? Used to trip and make a flip before the rent's due. I don't network, what's my net worth?
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they be like, see the crowd going ahead, they be like, so I stepped on stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they be like, ooh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they be like, see the crowd going ahead, they be like, so I stepped on stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they be like, ooh yeah.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Gun. Start. Start.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And it worked forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
11. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Powell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Off play action. It's Howell. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. One more time with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bengals drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 empty.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
Here we go. 12.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the...
The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Swift. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Commanders 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the... Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Commanders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Burrow. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Howell, another throw on second down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down, Commanders.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going.
11, Common. Stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Stop.
Burrow on play action. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Commanders 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
At their own 41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 1st down, Howell to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
11 MT, Tate. 11.
Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And Howell will throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller,
You may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Hall again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Commanders 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Bengals, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.